I am King Ezekiel. Welcome to the kingdom.
Hey rollers, this is an especially humbling video where I show you how I got caught in the same submission by the same opponent 3 times in a row. He introduced me to the deadly Ezekiel choke. In every case, he set it up in top half guard, as Stefan Kesting demonstrates here. My opponent started by trying to apply a loop choke when I shot for a takedown. It was tight enough to be a legitimate threat, but I eventually got my head above his and relieved the pressure. He hit me with a quick hip bump sweep and immediately started setting up his Ezekiel choke. He tucked my left arm in and dug into his sleeve for the grip. I fought it by grabbing his top hand and preventing him from pulling his right wrist over to my neck.
Yeah, push the wrist. Hand and wrist.
He let that go so that he could stabilize his base. And then I got distracted when it seemed like he was trying to free his leg from my half guard, so my left arm was trapped and it was out of position. He locked it on again, and this time it was tighter. It was so tight, in fact, that he could reach across and grab my collar. I tapped just as the lights went out. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Ezekiel.
After that debacle, I managed to win a few matches, and I met the same opponent in the no-gi final of the same tournament. He scooped up my left leg to get an easy takedown, and I found myself back in bottom half guard. Once he clamped down on my head, I used my left arm to make space, and I was trying to prevent the guillotine or the Darce choke. I also tried to use my legs to off-balance him. I managed to work back out to butterfly guard by extending here and then tucking my right knee in. So I had butterfly guard now, and I had 2 underhooks. But he forced his way back into half guard and immediately started working a Kimura. This looks really bad, and I think he let go because I should have been tapping. And I appreciate the sportsmanship he showed here. Okay, we kept going. He stuffed my knee and he passed the side control. And then I tried to use a Marcelo technique to avoid his control of my head. We started another scramble here, and he ended up back in half guard. And here comes another nasty Kimura. He didn't quite have the leverage because his wrist was too close to my elbow, but he managed to get top position out of it. I tried to set up my own Kimura as he went to pass. Right here. And then I threw my left leg over to set up an armbar. When he stood up, his elbow escaped just out of my hips, so the armbar was done. At this point, I fought to win a scramble, which happily I actually did win. I launched myself too aggressively into mount, and he used my momentum to push me over. He laced his arms for the pass, which he got, and he went straight to knee on belly. And from there, he went to full mount. A quick and powerful no-gi Ezekiel was the killer move, and this time I had my topper out early. Oh, but wait, don't go away. There's one more Ezekiel coming.
Ezekiel. Can't. Ezekiel.
So this is the same opponent, and we were facing off at the next tournament. We had both won our previous matches, and this was the gi final. I saw an opportunity for a single leg, but he turned and threw me off balance, and he ended up on top. After he secured top half guard, we were moved back to the middle. He went straight to setting up the Ezekiel choke, but this time I knew it was coming, and I thought I had prepared to avoid it. My left arm was a bit of a hassle to him, but he kept reaching over and trapping it against my body. It can be really frustrating when you know exactly what your opponent is about to do, but you feel like you just can't stop it.
Good, all the way out, all the way out, all the way out.
This one here was close, but I got my hand in and popped his grip.
Attaboy. Relax. Good stuff.
He used the same trick as last time here, faking an interest in stuffing my knee so that he could trap my arm where it would just flap uselessly. The choke was deep now, and I put my topper in turbo mode. So this was a hard series of lessons. The good news? It's been over 6 years since these tournaments, and I haven't been finished with any more Ezekiels. Nothing motivates like getting humiliated. If you've watched this far, you're awesome. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment.